Pow Wow, yo yippee, yay guys, this is Pow Wow number 27. Today we're going to talk about our lovely community, then deep dive into the markets and understand what are the fundamentals and why is it driving this crazy market. Then we're going to talk about the fundamentals of the on-chain and off-chain world and how at SwissBorg we're evolving into this new space. Last but not least, we'll talk about the Wealth app, some stats, and a bit about some roadmap as well. And, like always, enjoy and have some fun. Guys, as you know, my name is Cyrus Fazel. I'm the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. And let's start by the beauty of our family picture. As you guys know, this family picture evolves every week whenever I have cool people to be added. And as you can see right here, we have this lovely guy that has just been added. We'll call him SwissBorg Santa. And yeah, we're really excited to have him. He just got the hoodie for the best comment, which was really cool. And Michael Gu as well. That's a big game, a big baller into the crypto scene that is part of the community. Talking about lovely people, we just have Elena that have joined us. She'll be taking care of all the relationship on the institutional side. What does that mean is that we want to serve a community. People always talk, are we B2B, B2C? I'm like, we are business to community, or more important, we're an ecosystem that drives a community. And some of that community is institutional, and she'll be here to help them to get into the space, and that is great for our ecosystem. That's great for the CHSB, and we're looking forward to grow that institutional side. Lovely ladies, we are super excited to have within Crypto Night tomorrow night, Avia Arika. She's going to talk about all the very interesting topics that drives institutional demand into the crypto market through regulations, regulators, and as well what are the different types of tokens and how are the classifications made. What are the different hurdles that we need to step up to make sure that all the big institutional markets coming in. This is going to be very exciting, so please check it out tomorrow night. I'll be watching it live with you guys, like always. Talking about lovely community, the more we go, the deeper we get. Mike, really from Spain, awesome guy. He's been a great DAO member. He's been doing a lot of AMAs, Telegram, moderation. He has a lot of different missions so far, and thank you so much for being so awesome. Last but not least, want to thank as well Tony for my birthday present with Alex. It's really cool. I'm really proud to wear it every day, and it just connects me even better to my karma, and makes me even think more about you guys and how much I could share the love and the passion of what we are building today. Last but not least, talking about lovely community members. Yes, Michael Gu is part of the community. He has purchased a big amount of CHSB tokens. He's a big believer, and he is one of the biggest crypto YouTuber, and it's a really great pleasure and an honor to have him within the community. This person means a lot for the crypto in general, and it means a lot for the Borgers. So thank you so much, Michael, for your being an honest crypto SwissBorg token holder today, and looking forward to build amazing things together. Want to shout out to Alex, my dear brother, for a great video that he made. If you guys haven't watched it, it's really how essentially the difference between a commission and a spread, and really talking about the zero commission in the world, because it's always hard, people, how they don't understand the total expense ratio of investments, right? From depositing, credit card fees to withdraw from, and all the marketplace, and really trying to understand how do people make money or how do people don't make money, and how are we different, and how are we always evolving in a way to making sure we're very transparent. We're making sure you get the best prices, and making sure that your investment experience is awesome. And I think so that is something that Alex has very well described in this beautiful video. And if you haven't checked it out, please check it out, which is really cool. Talking about that as well, great. Thank you, GM, for this. Congratulations for that beautiful post. and how much heart and kindness you always sharing. It's really, really profoundly cool. Thank you, Jose Maria. It's really cool. Talking about different comments is from last week, and we talk about the best comments. Some of the best comments as well come from a place of asking the right questions, and Major X, but it goes as well. Same to, I would say, to SW4G Bird, so swag, I would presume, SwissBorg Beard, the smart ID. And okay, first thing, the smart ID is not for tracking people's life. It's to give the right recognition, to reward the right people in a meritocratic way. It's not to make sure who you are and did you like this Facebook page? Did you do that comment? No, it's not that. It's to see the big accomplishment, achievements that has been done within the network. And that has to do in a very good way because, as I said it last week, if you just invested passively and just you hold your tokens, does that mean you should be rewarded in the same way that someone is actively growing the network and making and building things? No, it's not, right? So that is exactly what the smart idea is about, is, for example, the premium. And for that, they only need to deposit 5,000 CHSB instead of 50,000 CHSB. And we're going to track more and more of these different type of accomplishments, such as ICO participation, referendum participation, if you have different Hall of Fame badges or the different badges within the Wealth app. And that could enable us to give you the right rewards as achievements. And these achievements will eventually be non-fungible tokens that you will keep and it'll give you this hero score. But next to that, you'll have different activity that could be eventually tracked, different accomplishments and how do you participated into the Wealth app, and really trying to not be immersive in how you're doing things, but how are we building together a brighter future and a brighter ecosystem. And that's something that's extremely important because it's the basis of a meritocracy. It's the basis of how much love, how much time, and how much accomplishments you're actually bringing, plus how many tokens you're holding, right? But that really brings something real meritocratic, because I don't feel comfortable where one person is making 10 times more out of a reward program, a premium, just because he had invested more. He should be rewarded more if the other person didn't participate as much as he did. But if one just has invested and the other one invested a little bit less, but has been growing so much, like all of you guys watching these videos and helping us to grow through the referral program, through anything that we've been doing, this for us counts a lot. Love and accomplishments go together, and that combined with staking creates your hero score. And that's exactly, what we want to really build. Markets. Well, as you guys know, rather it's Bitcoin or it's Ether, we are testing new levels. The 12,000 for Bitcoin, the 400 for Ether. These are psychological levels, but at the same time, there is a big resistance, those two levels. We're seeing as well a big rally from a lot of new protocols like all around, and a lot of new DeFi tokens. We're not in a summer 2007 crazy thing where just old projects are booming. To some extent in the DeFi, there's a little bit some overhype, but there's as well fantastic projects out of DeFi that are coming out. And how would this is going to portray within the next weeks, it's hard to say. But for sure, we're in a bull run, which means that volume is picking up. Everyone is considering more and more crypto with the institutional side or the retail side, which is really good, and we are enjoying it. So I hope you guys are as well. And you can see it just from these fundamentals from DeFi Pulse. Beginning of the year, 1 billion. Now we're at 4.7 billion. I think so. Last we were at 3.5 billion. So this is very much growing, and not all the projects within DeFi are going to take off, but there's a fair amount of very good projects that today we at SwissBorg really enjoy and we like such as Compound, Aave, and a lot of different ones, Curve and such other. For lending is doing very well, but for other different things as well. And this has real usage. These 4 billion are not made of thin air. They're actually pledged on these different platforms. So we're seeing, and 4 billion out of a 300 billion total market cap, that's slightly only 1%. So that thing is probably going to grow at least 5 to 10% of that market. So if the market at 300 today, if we get to 10% of that market share within the DeFi space, that is 30 billion, okay? And that means if the market doesn't grow, it just stays how it is. And there's a high probability of that market actually shifting towards the DeFi space because there's yield, there's a great ecosystem being built, and there's real usage that could be done. And this is something to look very carefully. And this is something that at SwissBorg we really enjoy and will be offering very soon. SwissBorg token is doing quite well. We're very proud of that. Back into the 12, 13 cents, which is much better. Always in the top 100, which is something that is very important at deep in my heart. I hope you guys as well. Things are going well. More and more tokens are being staked. Obviously, we need to build and bring more premium versions because right now 50,000 HSB is a lot of money for some people and for probably everyone in the world. So we are going to lower down different premiums and make sure that people could have some premium, not as cool as the ones you guys have today. And if you're still not premium, you know what to do. On-chain, off-chain world. We feel the urge to merge the on-chain world and the off-chain world. You remember that one? That was so cool. That was in our second video at Good Time. I think so in October 2000, or maybe September even. September 2017. And what does that mean? The off-chain and the on-chain world. Well, it means as it is here, it's the CeFi world and the DeFi world. And like many other people, we all believe that the combination of that hybrid model is the winning one. And let's try to dig into why is this the digging one, and why at SwissBorg we embrace the DeFi world. Why do we do that? Because it's just in our DNA. We are born out of ICO. We're born out of the token economy. We're driven by a token economy. Not through shareholders, Series A, whatsoever, but through that. And from this DNA, we want to help. And our mission is really to bring that Wall-E to the next level. And this is exactly what we're doing and what we've been working on for the last few years. So if you look at the philosophy, if you look in CeFi, DeFi, and at SwissBorg, which is this hybrid model, what are the winning ones, right? When in terms of philosophy, well, CeFi is very traditional methods, not very interesting. It's good enough, but not as very interesting in terms of community. However, in DeFi, everything's open, permissionless, transparency, and that's, the best. And at SwissBorg, we're all about that, right? It's all about open, permissionless, and transparent. Funding, well, one way it's about VCs and shareholder models and users, right? Where other one is DeFi is open, accessible, and we definitely are, born out of ICO, and we don't value our shares, and we only value token, which is our beautiful heart, our ecosystem, our CHSB. In terms now of security, if you look at it, CeFi could be vulnerable to some points. There's a single point of failure. There's no really, on the DeFi model, the security could be there has been some issues, but less so far, for sure. And unless, the smart contract is poorly coded, which already happened. The great thing at SwissBorg is that we are, again, combining that both. We don't have one point of failure. All our wallets are based on multi-party computation algorithms that distribute all these private keys, and we don't have them. We don't hold them. No one knows our private keys because we don't have them. They're just distributed. And again, that really shows that we are, again, a winning model there. In terms of governance, well, when the CeFi world, everything's off-chain. On DeFi, everything's on-chain. And we are definitely doing referendums since the beginning. We'll do much more referendums. And I know, guys, that we haven't done that recently, and apologies for that. But we're working on it as we do. And again, we are more in that DeFi space where we really have strongly on-chain governance. Privacy, well, in the case of CeFi, you need all the KYC that has to be done. On the DeFi, it's all anonymous. So far, we are not there. We are more on the CeFi world. Unfortunately, the reason is that because we're regulated, and that's how things have to be done. In terms of fiat on-ramps, well, we know we have in the CeFi world, there's a big amount of that right now. Not working for DeFi, unfortunately. We, therefore, have embraced the CeFi model. Execution speed, no need to go there, but we know that CeFi centralized system is much faster. And the best thing about the DeFi world is very transparent. But hey, what do we do in portfolio reporting? What do we do with our smart engine? We do it extremely transparent to make sure that you guys have the best of both worlds. Again, liquidity. Well, CeFi could have more exchange, more liquidity, and it's unbeatable. Right now, DeFi, it's still not there, but Uniswap and a lot of cool stuff are happening, and these guys have real big games, so this might change in the future. Well, in our case, this is again where we combine it. We are the only platform in the world. Listen again, we are the only platform in the world that we have technology that is distributed. When we move market trades, it goes into, let's say, a closed network of multiple different exchanges to get the best price, best liquidity, and best routes at all time. A distributed technology that is tamper-proof, very similar to one of the blockchain. One day we'll have a big powwow only about that and how this technology is beautiful and how maybe one day, not maybe, but probably one day we'll decentralize it. User friendliness, well, right now it's quite complicated. On the DeFi world, CeFi is much better. Hey, we are doing the CeFi model and it's better for mass adoption, as you guys know. Transparency, CeFi is hidden. DeFi is 100% transparent. Again, we are completely transparent, best of both worlds. Interoperability in trading pairs, we're going to be bringing more and more chains. We have all type of trading pairs right now with DeFi. It's only, unfortunately, Ether, which is great, but not great enough. And the cross-chain solutions are getting there, but we're still not there. So we are CeFi, and that's why that model is better. Lending, higher yield, lack of transparency on the CeFi world, ethic as well, not too sure about some platforms, which are a bit dodgy, to be honest. DeFi 100% transparent, super cool. We'll be bringing DeFi within the platform, hopefully very soon. That's why we took DeFi. When you think about it in the total score, there are 7 core advantage that goes to CeFi and 8 that goes to DeFi. And essentially what we have is pretty much all of them. So it's 11 that goes to us, which means that hybrid models always win in the early stages when one technology is not at the highest stake and is not able to beat one. On the longer run, we're very proud to say that we embrace DeFi and we love it because it's just our DNA. But so far, the hybrid model is the winning one. So you feel the urge to merge the CeFi and the DeFi world, which makes this beautiful token shine, and this jersey makes it even cooler, like always. Well, without Relase, as you guys know, we just brought in Binance token. You know the reasons why. Just want to remember you guys, while you're transferring this, please put the BNB address, but as well the memo. If you don't put the memo, your tokens will be lost. We won't be able to retrieve it. This is for security reasons, so please do this. It's very important. We have as well improved the back office, things that you don't always see, but there's better ways to automate our different levels of KYC, and there's different ways to essentially make sure that you get a better service through our community success team. Community app, 145,000, which is a big amount of people. Super happy to have it. We have a new product owner that joined the team that'll be taking over the version number 2, and yes, it's happening. Last but not least, guys, in the Wealth app, we have 35,000 beautiful community members that have been using the Wealth app. We have 40 million asset under management. That's a big amount of number. We need to get a 200 million by the end of the year, so we need to grow. So guys, bring in more referrals. Make sure that everyone around you is not only downloading the Wealth app, but it is using, depositing, doing market exchange. That is very, very important. 8 million, pretty much same volume. You guys have saved $1 million out of the premium version, which is a very big amount of cash. So happy for that for you, and happy that you're enjoying the training, which is really, really important. We have as well close to 35 million CHSB tokens staked, and we have 20,000 people that scratched that beautiful ticket to win that beautiful amount from €1 to $100 euros of Bitcoin. Hope you're enjoying it, and hope that referral program is just kicking out, and we'll have more and more beautiful people coming to it. Like always, guys, this has been a great pleasure. I hope you're enjoying the Wealth app. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Please subscribe if you haven't done it. Please comment. The best comment will earn really cool different swag. Looking forward to the next one. Wish you a great life. Much love and power. Take care, guys.